morning. Maybe it's not morning for you. Maybe it's afternoon or evening. That's okay. Good whatever time it is for you. Are you ready to have a tea time meditation? You can get your teacup and get comfy. Just take a few deep breaths. Today I really want to talk about distraction and how we can help ourselves to build protection against distraction. So I'm thinking a little bit about motherwort right now and yarrow, herbs that help us hold our boundaries. Distraction is something that requires a boundary, and we need to learn how to hold boundaries against it. You can feel the weight of your teacup and the warmth. You can smell the tea as you breathe deeply. And maybe right now, take a minute to think about some of the things that are distracting you. I think right now everyone is feeling some fear and some uncertainty because these are weird times. You can have a sip of your tea. When you took a sip of your tea, did it interrupt your thinking about the things you might be afraid of? Were you overcome with the flavor or the warmth of the tea? That's actually exactly what I want to develop. As we work on this practice together, as we sit for a few minutes every day with our teacups, feeling the warmth on our fingers, smelling the tea, feeling the warmth of the tea in our mouth and the flavor on our tongue, and feeling it as we swallow it down into our bellies. That is a practice that's available to us anytime. And if we practice recentering ourselves on the experience of drinking tea, that is a tool we can use to rescue ourselves when we feel that we're spinning out of control. So let's just take a few minutes, take a deep breath, and just focus on your tea. Feel the weight of the cup and the warmth. Smell the steam rising off of it. And as you sip it, feel it in your mouth. And then just sit for a moment. Just be really present with your teacup. If other thoughts are trying to crowd their way into your mind, that's all right. You don't have to sit here and have no thoughts coming to you. That's not actually the goal. The goal is to be able to tell those thoughts, I'll be with you in a minute. You don't have to act on them right now. The goal is to be able to hold the focus on the teacup, to hold the focus on the tea, just for a while you're drinking it, just for this moment. So you can take a breath, and if any thought has come into your mind, that's fine. It can take a number. You'll be with it shortly. Now you can just have a sip. You can think about plant in your tea, which herb you're drinking today. Maybe it is motherwort. Maybe it's hawthorn to help hold your heart a little bit. Maybe it's chamomile to relax your nerves and also your muscles. Or skullcap to stop those spinning thoughts and also to help relax the muscles at the neck and in between the shoulder blades and in the jaw. Maybe you have a cold infusion of marshmallow just to help keep your body hydrated, to help protect your lungs right now. Maybe you're just drinking grocery store black tea. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Astringent. Did you know that throughout the 17 and 1800s, one of the most valued aspects of a medicinal plant was its astringency? Now we don't give much medicinal credence to black tea, but actually there's so much important work that black tea can do. Why don't you have a sip of your tea? Really taste it. What is the very first taste that hits your mouth? Maybe over a few seconds that taste begins to change. Let the flavor of your tea crowd out any other thoughts that are trying to get into your mind right now. We can crowd them out gently. It's fine. There will be time for them later. It's okay for our thoughts to learn to sit patiently. We don't need to crowd them out with sort of aggression or with clenching, like we're afraid that they might get to us. They're just thoughts. But right now, the only thought that we really need are the ones that are about our teacup, because right now, that's our job, to drink this tea. As you go through your day, when you feel that the thoughts are getting a little unruly, kind of like a kindergarten classroom right before lunchtime or right before recess, when everybody's got the wiggles. Maybe your kids are home from school and you're experiencing that a lot right now. When your brain starts to feel that way, like your thoughts are all getting antsy and they all have the wiggles and they won't settle down and be patient for you to have time for them, then it's time for a cup of tea. Just to sit. If you feel rushed, if you feel like you don't have time, then a half a cup. But honestly, the times that I feel rushed, those are the times I need a double cup of tea. So try it for the rest of your teacup now, and then come back to it whenever you need to today. Just to drink the tea, not think about anything else. You can get to those things later. I'll see you tomorrow.